Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be talking about unit rates. This is a part of our ratio series. So unit rates are actually something that we use in everyday life quite frequently. So this one's a fun one to talk about. You might want a calculator, so go ahead and get one if you don't have one on hand. I'm going to grab mine. Use my phone calculator. So what is a unit rate? A unit rate is going to be something that it's a ratio that has two quantities that have a different kind of units. And we can usually measure it down as something per something. So some of these examples are like miles per hour. So that can be a unit rate. It shows you how fast you're going in your miles per hour, or whatever the distance is. Cost per unit, you might have seen that a lot at the grocery store or other places. And then if certain things, even like reading a page per minute, or maybe you read 2 pages per minute. So a lot of times you're going to hear that per, because we're trying to see, okay, for every minute, how much can you do? Or for every hour, how much can you drive? Or whatever you're talking about. Or for every item, how much does it cost? So that's why this one's a fun one, because you get a lot of real life things. We're going to talk a lot about money and speed and things that you see just in your day-to-day life. So we want to find the unit rates here. So if I get $225 for 5 days of work, I want to find my unit rate. So that's per 1 day of work. What's my unit rate? Now, it may not be the same every single day, but I'm just saying for these 5 days, like it's almost like finding your average. What was my average for that day? So we're going to do your unit rate here. So what we do is we divide. So we're going to do 225 over 5. So there's my ratio. So if you need a review or a refresher on ratios, we have a video on that. That includes how to simplify ratios and convert units as well. So if I make 225 for 5 days of work, I'm pretty much trying to find out how much am I making per day. So you can either divide by hand, find in your calculator, however you want to do this. So this means I am making $45 per day. So every day I've made $45. Same thing for your miles per gallon here. So if I have gone 350 miles, you're welcome to put the units if you want. That way you remember what you're talking about. So if I've gone 350 miles on 12 gallons of gas, maybe you're trying to figure out if a car has good gas mileage or not. Help you get the most out of your money, see what I mean? You get 350 divided by 12, which is, I'm going to round to the nearest hundredth. 29.17. And this would be your miles per gallon. So if you've heard that like on a commercial or car shopping or whatever, it's kind of what we're talking about. They go about 29 miles per gallon. Pretty good. That's your unit right there. So that's how you can convert them. Definitely useful to have a calculator handy when you're doing these, because you will come up with a lot of decimals when you're working these. So I'm going to talk about boxes of cereal for this one. So which box of cereal is the best choice for your money? So when you go to the grocery store, they may have the same cereal in multiple sizes, right? You have like those cute little teeny tiny boxes, and then you have like the huge family size box, or I've even seen, I think like mega family size box, like they're huge. And they're all different sizes, and they're all different prices. So these are actually real prices in ounces I got from my local grocery store a couple weeks ago to see what is the best choice for my money. So which is going to be cheaper per unit, right? So definitely want a calculator for this. So let's calculate this. Okay, I'm going to do the cheapest per unit. So we're going to talk about, it's going to go money over the size for all of these. So let's see, the first one I'm going to do $2.98. So I'm paying almost $3, $2.98 for 10.1 ounces of this cereal. Let's see. And that is, I'm going to round to the nearest cent because I am talking about money. So that is, I get 0.295, so I'm going to round it to 30 cents. That means for every ounce in that box, it's 30 cents per ounce. Now, same thing for the medium box. So $1 more, $3.98, gets me almost double the amount of cereal. So let's find out what that cost per unit. 398 divided by 19.4. Oh, look at this. I am paying, and a rounding again, about 21 cents per ounce. So for every ounce of cereal I eat, I'm saving 9 cents. It might not seem like a lot, but if you do that all the time, it'll add up. So in the family size box, last thing, you have $4.98, so $1 more for, again, almost 10 more ounces of food. Oh, that's a 28, sorry. That's a really ugly 28. Let me redo that. All right, we have $4.98 divided by 28 ounces. We get 18 cents per ounce. So your cheapest option is the family size box. Even though you're paying the most, you're also getting the most per ounce. So, or it's the cheapest cost per ounce. So you're getting 18 cents per ounce. It's almost double if you only got the small box. So if you can afford the big box and will eat it all without it going bad, that may be your best choice. So you can do that, especially if you go to the grocery store too. Sometimes it'll say by the price tag what it is per unit, and you can look online too. I know Amazon does that, Walmart does that, Target does that. All of your major retailers are going to do that. So check that out. You'll see it. That way you can see how much you're getting per unit and what your best choice is for your money. Pretty neat. Save you some dollars. So we're going to round to the nearest hundredth, find the unit rate and then round to the nearest hundredth. I got excited. So go ahead and pause it and try these out because I believe this is our last slide. So we're just going to find how much each one is per. So go ahead and pause it if you haven't. Try it out. Get a calculator. A lot of these are going to be decimal answers, I believe. And then I believe there's one more after this. All right, so if I got 16 gallons in 3 minutes, so I've used 16 gallons in 3 minutes. Don't know what the context is. Interesting. Wonder what it is. All right, if I do that, I get 16 over 3. I get, that's 5.3, repeating, so 5.3 gallons. Oh, it says 100, so 5.33 gallons per minute for whatever that may be. Let's see, we've got 180 feet in 17 seconds. You might not see per, you might see in or for, it just depends. So 180 divided by 17 is 10.59 because that's rounded. And that's feet per second. Cool. And then we've got $60 in 4 hours. So how much is it per hour? Should be 15. Yep. So that's $15 per. So remember my slash, that means per hour. It's like the division bar, it's just written sideways. The same thing. And then if you get $29.99 per, or for 3 pounds. So 3 pounds of, I don't know, we're at the grocery store again. So, $29.99 for 3 pounds is, okay, that's an interesting one. So for your rounding rules, this one's going to be $10 even, because you should get 9.99 and then 6 repeating. That 6 is going to round you up to $10 even. So there you go. Those are your unit rates there. Oh, that's per pound, sorry. Per pound. So $10 per pound for whatever that item is. All right. All right, try this one. This is our last one here. So a little bit of a 2-step word problem for you here. So Sunny drove 155 miles for 2.5 hours. At the same rate, so she's going the same rate, how far will she drive in 5 hours? So we need to figure out first, let's show our information here. I've got 155 miles, 2.5 hours, and I got the same rate. That's important. So assuming that she's not stopping and starting and all this stuff, like she's going the same rate, maybe she's on the highway, how far can she go in 5 hours? Maybe she's on a little road trip. We want to find out first, how far does she go in 1 hour? So we want to know the unit rate first. Unit rate. So if I've gone 155 miles in 2.5 hours. Let's see what that gives me. 155 divided by 2.5. Okay, so she's going about 62 miles an hour. It looks weird to write it like that. So you can do that or do your miles per hour in PH, like you might be more comfortable seeing. Either way. So if she's going 62 miles an hour, I want to know in 5 hours, where is she going to be? So 5 hours total, not 5 hours from this 2.5. So, so how far will she drive just in 5 hours in general? So that's going to be 62 times your 5 hours. So I know it's got to be at least 155, right? So it's going to be 310 miles per hour. Okay? So that's for 5 hours she's gone. Oh, I'm sorry. Miles. Whoops. There it is. She's gone 310 miles in that 5 hours. And we used a unit rate to figure that out. Okay, there's a couple ways you can figure these ones out, but with a unit rate, that can usually be a fast method for you to do that. Okay, all right, that's our video for unit rates. Again, if you need a refresher on ratios in general, we have a video for that. And we've also got more information on how to convert the units in our dimensional analysis video. And that's all for today's video. Have a great day. Bye.